This is the Astros Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Houston Astros, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Horrible, terrible, awful, embarrassing, the worst. I think I've run out of phrases to describe tonight. All of them apply. Absolutely every one of them apply for the Houston Astros tonight as they fall to the Boston Red Sox and they get smacked around. And you look up and you see in the rearview mirror, it's no longer in the rearview mirror. The Seattle Mariners have caught the Houston Astros in the American League West thanks to the Astros getting absolutely crushed, Seattle being absolutely red hot, and here we are in the American League West. Two teams tied at the top, and there we go. We'll see exactly what happens from here. Hello and welcome tonight to the Locked On Astros Postcast. I am your host, Michael Connor. Thank you for joining us tonight on a night that's never easy to talk about baseball when the team goes out there and puts up a performance like that. I mean, again, just absolutely destroyed across the board in this one. There's nothing good to say about it at all. Not even one little tiny thing. Like you can every once in a while find something in a game and go, well, there was at least that. Nah, nothing. Today's episode, by the way, is brought to you by FanDuel. Football season's around the corner. Thank goodness. Visit FanDuel, the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bet now. All right, the overall takeaway from this one. Embarrassing. I mean, anytime you use I say 14-0, 14-1, whatever. Who even cares? 14-1. Eric Gady, I don't know. Maybe I got to give a little credit to Eric Gady tonight. He gave up 2 runs across 5 innings. Oker wasn't good again. It's 2 nights in a row. Dubin was terrible. Colton Gordon was trash. And they didn't hit at all. And I think the bigger picture is that, you want to look at what is going on in terms of the division race. And look, there's a lot of games left to be played. The Astros still have to play the Mariners. I should know this off the top of my head. I don't remember the schedule, though. I know they have them in September. Late in September. I'm trying to pull it up. I just love websites, man. I tell you, sometimes they make no sense. You click on one thing and sends you the wrong place. They got the Mariners, 3 more. That's right, 3 more at the end of September, the 19th, 20th, and 21st. Hey, the 20th, that's my birthday. If they lose on my birthday, I'll be pissed. They got a lot of division games in that month. The Astros will probably find themselves in a spot where they can still be a postseason team, no matter what. But you just can't mess around forever in the month of August. That's the problem. And look, they played after that brutal stretch there to start that road trip where they got swept in Boston. They played better ball out of that road trip. And they won last night. If there's one thing, though, from the last couple of nights that scares the you-know-what out of you, it's that the bullpen has been just downright atrocious. I mean, they absolutely could use some help in that bullpen right now. And, we mentioned it. Ryan Presley wants to come back. I mean, at this point, take him. Wouldn't you? They got to figure something out with that. And, of course, it's gotten worse, too, because if you missed the news today, Josh Hader on the injured list with the strained shoulder. It's not a comforting thing at all. It's a huge blow. Absolutely huge blow because he's dominant. And one of the best in the game, period. I guess we did get one good thing. I forgot. Hector Neris was designated for assignment today. Because, God, I didn't want to watch him pitch anymore. You got nothing out of a spot of today in terms of talking about, Hader and where they're at. I mean, there's no commitment to what it is, if it's long-term or whatnot. With the Astros, with injuries, you always just bank on the injury taking longer than you or I would expect it to take. That's just the honest truth of it. I hate to be that way, but it's just the truth. It's how it always seems to go. So all these little things are happening again for a team that started to get a little bit healthier, dealt with a significant blow, because as they welcome starting pitchers back, they're not going to get super deep. I mean, Arrieta's not a guy that consistently gets deep. For as great as it is to have Javier back, one of Javier's issues in his career has been that he's not a guy that goes incredibly deep into games. They got two of those guys. They need a third. And then they need to be able to shorten the games with the bullpen. And right now the bullpen, I'd say doo-doo is the easiest way to describe it at the moment. It's not fun to watch when they go like this, and they're going like this at the moment. That is for sure. But you have to be concerned about the division, without a doubt, because Seattle, like I mentioned, they're playing good baseball. I mean, what goes up always comes down, kind of like the Astros did. They went up really high, and then now they've come back down. So you're hopeful that Seattle suddenly does the same thing, but man, I'm not. It feels like a kick in the gut tonight having to look at the division standings and see them right there with you. Sucks, man. There's only one thing you can do to fix this. We'll talk about that in a brief second here on the Locked On Astros Postcast. First up, before we do that, though, I want to tell you guys about Open Phone. If you're running a business, at every missed call is money left on the table. Think about the last time you had a service emergency, like a pipe burst. If the first plumber you called didn't answer, did you wait? No, you didn't. You called the next one. That's why having a reliable business line is so important, and that's why you need Open Phone. Open Phone is the #1 business phone system that helps you streamline the customer communication, all from an app on your phone or your computer. Your whole team can share one number and respond to customers like a shared inbox. There's no more who's handling this, who's handling that. There's an AI agent that handles calls after hours, answers common questions, and captures leads so you never miss a customer again. Open Phone is offering Locked On Astros Postcast listeners 20% off your first 6 months at openphone.com/LockedOnMLB. That's openphone.com/LockedOnMLB. And if you have an existing number with another service, Open Phone will port them over at no extra charge. Open Phone, no missed calls, no missed customers. And one more message before we get back to our discussion on the Astros getting absolutely clobbered tonight. Let's tell you about FanDuel. August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day. Brand new holiday for football fans who want to live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champion before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. I said it during mine last night. I picked the Ravens to win the Super Bowl. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to go with that one. I'll tell you this. I picked Lamar Jackson to win the MVP this year. Visit the FanDuel app today and start planning your futures bet right now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. Astros Postcast tonight. After the Astros get just absolutely walloped 14-1. And make things worse, you had to watch Alex Bregman hit another home run against the Astros tonight at the downtown ballpark. I refused to call it by the air conditioner name after going to the game last night, and the air conditioner was not on. There's no way you can convince me the air conditioner was on that building last night. 100 degrees in that place. I honestly would have been better off last night with the roof open. If anybody out there was at the game tonight, let me know. I'm assuming it was the exact same, but you can't be named after an air conditioning company and then have the building be hot and then get smacked around 14-1 on top of it. There's only one thing you can do to fix this. Man up. It sounds so simple, but pull your pants up by your, one leg at a time, pull them up, strap in and get mad about it. Take all the deficiencies that the team might have, the injuries that the team might have, and just be pissed off about it and play with your hair on fire. I think that's about the only thing I can give to them. Not that they're coming to me for motivational tips on it. But, you know, they've gotten some guys in the lineup that have gotten hot recently, starting to play well. Now, of course, there wasn't a lot of that tonight. They did spread the hits across, but they got one run. And then the pitching staff's going to have to stop being booty cheeks when they need them to be the dominant run prevention stars that they typically are. So they'll do it again tomorrow night, by the way. Last game of this series. Thank goodness they don't have to see the Red Sox again, maybe till the postseason, but even then you wouldn't feel too great about it. A little bit earlier start tomorrow night, 6:10 the first pitch. So we'll be with you as soon as it wraps up with the Locked On Astros Postcast. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday night. Just go sleep this one off, I guess. We'll talk tomorrow after Astros and Red Sox Locked On Astros Postcast.